sharing my approach to quickly achieve results with drawing method A. First, we prepare a line art sketch. The reason for no prior steps is my drawing anxiety. I revise it repeatedly. It's very drawn out. We fill in a grey base, then sketch the basic two-tone and large grey areas. Here, I've corrected the light and darkness of the hair's native colour. This step is really important, as the native colour's light and dark values cannot have too much error. Otherwise, when you try to recolour it later, you'll find you can't achieve the exact shade you want. Next, we add midtones and highlights to the image. We then slightly blur the light-dark boundary lines for softer textured areas, such as clothing, skin, and larger, more uniform sections of hair. Using an airbrush, I'll add some highlights to create a more breathable, airy feel. However, since this was my first time attempting the A painting style, a really serious mistake occurred right here. Yes, I, the main artist, accidentally merged all of the layers. Please, everyone, whatever you do, don't ever make this same mistake. Before applying colour, the very last step is to thoroughly clean up your canvas, making sure to correct any overly messy lines and colour areas. My personal recommendation is that it's usually better not to merge your line art and colour block layers. This way, when you're refining later, you can choose to redraw lines or adjust colours separately, depending on what the artwork requires. So, to recap, before we start colouring, we need to make sure our base sketch is clean and has accurate black and white values. Okay, the preparation work is now complete. Next, we'll move on to the colour adjustment phase. This is precisely where what I mentioned earlier about why the inherent colours value is so important comes into play. Every single colour possesses its own unique colour range, or gamut. If that colour range is too deep or too dark, you simply cannot shift it to achieve lighter shades. When colouring, we directly add colour layers right onto the base draft. My habit is to separate by colour, each colour on its own layer. For this colouring, I used a total of 8 layers. Now, I'll adjust the saturation once more. I'll create a brand new saturation layer, then subtly boost the saturation in the very centre of the frame, and also in any specific areas you wish to highlight. Next, we'll use the powerful gradient map technique. Of course, with this, you absolutely have to make some careful choices. The main approach here is to keep the warm colours in the brighter areas, while reserving the cool tones for the shadows. Let's add some light. Add some light. Create a new overlay layer for lighting. This layer is really useful. Everyone, make good use of overlays, lower the opacity, sweep a bright colour on the illuminated side, and you can even create a subtle halo effect. Here, the streamer tried edge lighting, but it ended up looking very AI generated. There's nothing to be done about it. Let's analyse this. It's probably because the edge light's brightness is too high, destroying the overall black and white relationship logic. While I'm fixing the background, the main subject is such a background idiot, it's driving me crazy. Who can save me? Okay, I'm done. No need to save me for now. Here, we're still enhancing the image, adding light, high saturation areas. Up to this point, looking from a distance, the general effect is almost complete. And now, the most nightmarish step has arrived. Detailing. Let's first block out the occlusion. Because the main streamer had previously merged the line art layer, and I'm a perfectionist who absolutely cannot stand seeing messy lines, it made the process of cleaning up the lines during detailing incredibly painful. Everyone, please, seriously, never do this. I love to draw eyes. I especially love to draw bright, sparkling eyes. Endless refinement. There's not much more to say about detailing, because we've already achieved most of the desired effect. What's left is mainly to continue tidying up the cluttered areas of the picture, adding subtle shading, highlights, and adjusting colours, things like that. When you're drawing, it's crucial to be skilled at finding good references. The main streamer used to have a bad habit. They wouldn't look for references, just drawing everything themselves. The final results were often quite disappointing. I wonder how many people had the same problem when they first started drawing. Everyone, please avoid taking unnecessary detours. Just add some special effects, and the visual completion will be pretty high. So, this video concludes here. I wonder if you all enjoyed this kind of rambling process, sharing from me, your host. If you did enjoy it, your host will definitely consider making more. Or if there's anything else you'd like to see, please feel free to let me know. I truly hope every hard-working artist can achieve their ideal self.